So you may have heard of Industry 4.0, the fourth industrial revolution. And that really is all about how all of our different types of iPhones and smart devices and sensors and buildings and computers and health measurement and anything you might be wearing or walking into is actually connected to each other. And that's the fourth industrial revolution, is the idea that we are working with software and hardware and data in a connected fashion. But, 4.0 is a bit passé now, by the way. Everyone is now starting to talk about Industry 5.0. Countries like Japan are already developing economic plans around Industry 5.0, the fifth industrial revolution. And we're all sitting here going, excuse me, 4.0's only really just started getting talked about, true, but you can't just wait for things to happen to you. The best way to predict the future is actually to create it. So we have to start jumping ahead and leapfrogging to Industry 5.0. But what is the fifth industrial revolution? It's the idea that all of this tech and all of this robotic stuff, when it's all connected and is working very well, it's actually about putting the human at the center of that. So how will Industry 4.0 actually help humanity? I love the idea that robotics will actually allow us to be more human. It sounds controversial, but when we don't have to worry so much about your Excel spreadsheets, and we can start thinking more about the big, nasty issues and problems that we have to face, we can start spending more time in our communities, we can spend more time talking to our teenagers, we can spend more time hanging out with each other and looking after our health and ourselves. That, for me, is where 5.0 will really come into its own. In terms of the working week, they reckon no more than 3 days a week will be necessary, which I'm sure quite a lot of people will be very happy to hear. But it doesn't mean that you can sit around doing nothing for 4 days of the week. That is when you will be working in your social communities. It's when you will be enjoying art galleries, a bit of forest bathing, going for a walk by the coast. And I'm really looking forward to the idea of even having a weekend off, let alone being able to say I only have to work a 3-day week. So Industry 5.0, is it somewhere in the ether? No, it's already there. And when we look at it in terms of economic plan, economic growth, business development, that human, cybernetic, human-cyborg relations is actually the front and key of business development and client engagement going forwards.